Previously on Tomb Raider 1. And there we go. I'm now the king of the arena. And with that, the adventure continues. Welcome back everyone to the Tomb Raider Marathon. I'm Jonathan Wolf, and today we're continuing with Tomb Raider 1 as we're moving on to my favorite level in this game, which is Palace Midas. Or Midas's Palace if you're playing Anniversary, but whatever, it doesn't matter. Now I do want to give a shout out to the Saturn version, because in the Saturn version, the load screen for the Greek section is completely different. Instead of having Lara facing the door of the folly, instead we actually get the camera angle of Lara looking at the mountain, which is very interesting. I actually never knew that was actually a different load screen. And trust me, that's not the last thing we're gonna say about the Saturn version, because yeah, this level is kind of different to the Saturn version. Well, in one area, but that's besides the point. All right, so here we go, Palace Midas. As you can see, we ended where we started where we ended the last level, being sucked into a current, and we are now on a swimming pool with some very out of place decoration. I'm pretty sure this was Midas's kids pool or something. All right, so this level is massive, and by that I mean we have 3 directions we can go. Now we can go down the middle to do some stuff that will allow us to get access to the left path. However, I'm gonna go down the right path because, well, it's the right path, and we also have a gator. So yeah, we're gonna go the right path, and yeah, we're gonna work our way from there. And in this junk, and as soon as we get into this part, we're actually gonna get 2 directions. We can go to the top or the bottom. You can go to the bottom if you want to get some kills, and actually I'm gonna get them. Why the hell not? Just to clear this room out, since we're gonna be in this room later, but at a different position, so to speak. Let's just say that maybe we'll be up there. Excuse me. I just sneezed all over my shoulder, my god. Or arm, whatever. Alright, now this alcove is going to be a gorilla. Just making a tantrum. And we can kill him very easily. And here we get some magnum clips. Now, let me see real quick, because I actually forgot how many did we give. So we got 400. And now we got 450. Okay, so magnum clips give you 50 bullets, which honestly it's not that bad, all things considered. Because then again, the magnums are really powerful. All right, now if you continue over here in this alcove, we're gonna get some Leons. And oh my god, they're so scary, so terrifying. Oh no, and they're dead. Yeah, just like that. Okay. And if we continue over here, we're going to get some bats. And if we hug to the left, there's going to be a small med pack that we can get. So yeah, this entire area is just to get a couple kills and 2 items. Or actually, I'm sorry, 3 items. Because yeah, we got 2 magnum clips. And we also have the small med pack. So if you want the ammunition, then go for it. I mean, hey, it's 100 ammo for free. Well, kind of. You gotta kill a gorilla for it, but whatever. And don't worry, in this video we will use the magnums. I'm not that stingy when it comes to wasting ammunition. I mean, when I play Doom Eternal, I make sure that I waste all my ammo before I use a chainsaw. True story, actually. All the Ultra Nightmare runs have paid off to some extent. When it comes to, chainsawing the big boys like the fatty Mancubi. Okay, so this room... so, remember when I said in the Lost Valley video where I played this game with my dad, but we got stuck in an area, in a particular level? Well, this is the level right here, folks. And you wanna know why we didn't finish this level or why we got stuck? Because we never went into this room. So, yeah. Me and my dad were never able to beat Palace Midas and Tomb Raider 1 because we never went that one other direction. So, that's cool. Although that being said, I will beat it now, Dad. I'll make you proud. I'll make you proud, damn it.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so right here in this room we got a couple of doors that we have some Omega and oh god, what's the name? I completely forgot. Hang on, give me 1 second. I'm gonna look it up. Okay, I thought it was Gamma, but no, it's actually Epsilon or Upsilon. But yeah, we have Omega symbols and Upsilon symbols. Yeah, I think it's Gamma. I think I called it Gamma because Gamma is basically the Y in our alphabet. So yeah, that makes sense. And yeah, basically these, at the end of the day, are essentially combinations that you have to memorize. And you may notice that each door has 5 symbols. And if we look on top, well, I guess we can look on top, but if we get a good angle, which we can do by doing a run and jump to this pillar, we can actually see that, hey, look at that, we have 5 levers. Now, there's actually a very easy way to get up there without needing to do some platforming. What you can do is you can stand on this ledge and you can aim for the corner and do a running jump. And you can actually completely skip this platforming challenge. However, I'm going to do it legit because, well, this is a walkthrough, man. This is a walkthrough. I have to show the best and the, full way of doing these levels, Otherwise, what's the point of this project? What's the point of this marathon, man? There's no point. There's no point, I say, damn it. Okay. Now I'm doing a little detour right here because right here we can get a small med pack and some magnum clips, which for some reason I thought they were Uzi clips. Maybe they're Uzi. Maybe the med pack turns into Uzi clips in New Game Plus. I don't remember because I haven't played New Game Plus in a while. Okay. So yeah, now we just have to continue our way through here. And yeah, we just have to make our way to the platform legitimately, as I like to call it, as I like to say it. All right. Now, as we stand here, if we use the magic of PS1 Jank, you may notice that there's actually a large med pack on that pillar. Now, you may think, okay, well, let's just go and get it, It's not going to be that bad. However, yeah, as you can see, the ledge is a bit too high to get it. Now, there is a way to do this, and this is a very specific position you have to take. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that Lara is a bit of an angle with the corner. And basically, as soon as you get into an angle, you want to... as soon as you get into an angle, you want to start jumping. And as Lara jumps... Wow, that was really fast. And yeah, as you can see, as you inch forward, Lara will actually glitch her way up the platform. And you can actually grab this ledge pack, or this med pack. And yeah, this bug is called... And yeah, this bug is a very popular bug amongst the Tomb Raider community. It's also known as... It's known as the corner bug. And... yeah, this can be very useful in certain levels of the game. All right, so we got this room, and the first thing I'm going to do immediately is I'm going to pull this lever, and this is going to open the door so that and basically we create a shortcut. So now let's go check these doors because I have bad memory and I need to write them down because I have, again, selective bad memory. Okay, so this one we have a bunch of omegas, but the first symbol is an epsilon. Okay, so we got epsilon, omega, omega, omega. Actually, that's a bit too much. But yeah, basically, what this means is essentially this is a bit of a coin flip. Essentially boils down to the question of, okay, what do the omega represent? Does it mean that we have to put the lever up or down? Well, to save you the headache, every epsilon you see means that the lever needs to be down. So for this first door, the first lever has to be down. Now, as you can see right here, the second door has a bit of a mark or has the third and fourth levers down. However, you can see that there's actually a symbol missing. And essentially, this essentially goes to a coin flip, but to save you another headache, it's actually an omega. So yeah, essentially for the second door, we need 3 and 4 down. All right, so here we got another door, and as you can see, we got 3 and 5 need to be down. And finally, we have the last room, which is 1 and 5. Now, to save you some time, this door leads to the end of the level. And essentially, the objective of this level is we have to collect 3 lead bars, or we have to collect 3 gold bars to put into receptacles so that we can open a door to finish the level. Simple as that. However, you'll see when we get to collect one of these gold bars, so to speak. All right, so we're going to do the first door, which, if you remember, is the first lever. You can actually have a bit of a peek if you have good quality, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how to say it. But yeah, essentially, we just pull the first lever, and the door will open. Now, I guess I should mention this real quick, that only one door can be open at a time. So yeah, essentially try to finish your business in these rooms before you change to another room. Okay, so here we got a bit of a interesting trap. Also, we have a save crystal, so let's save real quick. And here we have a fire trap. And essentially what you gotta do is you have to essentially cross these pillars that are flaming, and you have to get to the other side. Now, as soon as you step on this tile right here with this line, the flames will go off. However, as soon as you leave the tile, the timer will start, and it's a very strict timer, which means that if you mess up, you will fail and you might catch on fire, because yeah, catching on fire is no bueno. Now, that being said, they give you this line for a purpose, because this line is actually going to be a sort of guide that will help you to that will help you align yourself so you can actually make the jumps. And also, as you can see, we got some rats on the water. And there's one more, but I'll kill it later. But yeah, essentially what you want to do is you want to stand on the line, and then you want to do a couple of running jumps. Now, that being said, you want to make sure that you have enough space to do running jumps, because like I mentioned, Lara's jump is a bit wonky in this game. And by that I mean is that she will not jump unless one of her feet touches the ground. So with that said, let's just go for it. So just run. And my recommendation is, as you jump, make sure you do angle jumps. But the last jump, we want to go straight, grab the ledge, and then just keep running. And yeah, so you can see as soon as we cross into between these two tiles, the flames went back on. So yeah, there's very little room for error for this trial, so to speak. So yeah, you want to be careful with fire, because as soon as you touch it, Lara will catch on fire, which is pretty hilarious, all things considered. And you know what? Because I'm at full health and I just saved the game, Geronimo! Yeah, Lara can just set on fire. I guess Lara's clothes are flammable. Or, maybe it's the hair, or maybe it's the boobs. Yeah, maybe the boobs are flammable. But I don't know exactly. Alright, so that's it. That's it for the first trial. So now we are going to go into the third door we saw, which is this one right here, which is levers number 3 and number 5. And also, I need to trigger a monkey, which also triggers the Tomb Raider theme, which is awesome. So yeah, to trigger a monkey, just stand on this tile. Alright, so for the door, we'll just go with levels 3 and 5. And also make sure to return 1 to the proper position. And yeah, as you see right there, the door with the fire is now closed. Okay, now, yeah, by standing on that tile, we actually spawn a monkey, but I don't know where he is. I think he's coming from here, actually. Maybe, I don't remember. I mean, I don't hear him, so... Oh, wait. Ah, there you are. You were waiting for me in the room. Oh my god, how dare you. Wow. Okay, there you go. That's how you do it. Okay, so here we have this room, and as you can see, we got a bunch of spikes and a bunch of silver tiles. Well, you may think, okay, what's the point of this room? Well, if you explore, you may notice that there's actually an opening over there. And there's no clear way to get to it, which is interesting. However, right here we got a movable block. And this lever will give us access to this block will give us access to a lever that will raise, or that will, I guess, erect, so to speak, in some terms, the silver tiles and create platforms or pillars so that we can actually jump on them, giving us access to the lead bar. And yeah, I said lead bar because, as you can see, we got a lead bar instead of a gold bar. So, I wonder how we can transform that bar into gold. Well, if you know your Greek mythology, then you know exactly what we gotta do. Especially considering where we are exactly. Alright, so let's save the game. And now we got a bit of a tricky situation because we have to watch out for the low ceiling or the angled ceiling while jumping from pillar to pillar while avoiding the spikes. Because, yeah, like I mentioned, if you land on spikes, instant death. Like, that red is not decoration. No, that red is blood. Okay, so now we got a bit of a situation because as soon as we enter that room where the lead bar is, as you can see, we're going to spawn a monkey. And I'm going to take my shotgun out. I could use the magnums, but the shotgun might be much of it, might be simpler. So we're going to jump and grab and then take our shotgun and miss and didn't kill in one shot. Gosh darn it. But that doesn't matter. We're just going to shoot him again. And I'm going to change it back to my pistols. And there you go. That's it for this room. Okay, so we just walk off from an angle because, yeah, try not to land on the spikes for crying out loud. And now we move on to the third and final room that will give us a lead bar. However, this one is a big boy. And I didn't turn, okay. But yeah, this next one is a big boy, and yeah, we have to do quite a trial to get it. And yeah, just like I showed, or as you can see on screen, it's the third and fourth lever. No love to the second lever, unfortunately, but whatever. Nobody likes to be number 2, I guess. Okay, now, something really interesting that I discovered by complete accident when I was, funny enough, playing the Saturn version is that, okay, we enter this room, and as you can see, we got this giant pillar. However, if we do some jumping, or if we go into if we land on a particular tile, we can actually trigger an event that will essentially change that room. And essentially, what you want to do is you want to jump onto this tile, and then you want to jump back. And then if we go into the room, we're going to see that, wait, that looks different. But we're also going to see that, yeah, this room is now filled with sand. And you're going to be like, okay, what's the deal with this? However, I'm going to reset the room to show you the proper way. And the way to reset it is you want to walk about, give or take, this spot right here or this spot right here. And hopefully we will actually reset the room. See, there you go. That's actually pretty cool. It's a bit of a flip map. Technique that I completely found, which, yeah, like I said, I completely discovered by complete accident when I was playing the Saturn version. And in case you're wondering, this will only work if you and also, I guess I should mention this real quick. This little flip map quirk will only work if you do the pillar room. It will, if you didn't do the pillar room, this little trick will not work. So, yeah, just to give you a heads up right there. Okay, now the proper way to do this is we want to go to the other side of the room and then go to the right and go down these stairs, because down here we're going to find a movable block. And you may notice that this block has the same coloration as the pillar that we saw in that room. Well, by pulling it, I guess we drop the pillar, and by dropping the pillar, we now flooded the room with all that sand that we saw. So yeah, that's actually very interesting about that flip map. So if you're going for time, I guess you could use that exploit, which is pretty awesome.
Uh-huh.
All right, so now where you want to go is you want to hop right over here. There's going to be a ledge, and then we have this ledge. And then what you want to do is you want to make a running jump for the pillar. Don't try to grab it because Lara will make it just fine. Watch out for the top part of the pillar, and then we can just continue on. Now, if you're going for time, what you can do is, oh well, if Lara will let me. What you can do is, as soon as you flood the room with sand, what you can do is you can actually stand on this tile right here, and then you want to hug the wall, and then you want to do a backflip, and then front flip, and then you can just grab this pillar, avoiding the climb and the jumping around in the beginning part. And yeah, that's actually another way to get on top of this and continue on with this room. Alright, so now let's go into the opening. And now we are moving on to the big part of this trial, because yeah, we gotta go all the way around the map to actually get this lead bar. In fact, we're actually gonna be on an area that we could have gone to, but we're gonna be on another level. All right, now in this room there are 2 bats, and there's also 2 gorillas, and there's also 2 gators. And getting the gators is a bit annoying. Especially when you have to, especially because they just run away. Oh man. Alright, let me kill that second gorilla. And yeah, what's actually kind of funny is that for some reason, flying enemies cannot go above bodies of water. So if the bats want to get to me, they have to go the same way that gorilla went to get to me, which is, it's pretty interesting. And this applies to all flying enemies in this game, which is a very interesting quirk. All right, you know what? I'm just gonna face them. Engage Kroko's mother effers. All right, let's just go over here and get out from here. And yeah, here we're gonna get a better shot at these guys. Unless they swim away, but they didn't. Huzzah! All right, but we're not done yet, because you may notice the small med pack and the magnum clips. And you may also notice that there is some breakaway tiles over there, and there's also a large med pack. Well, we're actually going to be up there eventually. And you'll see when. Okay, so now for this part, you want to get to this tile, and then you want to jump forward, and then hold the jump button so you can slide off, so you can jump on the slope and avoid the slope that will take you back into the water. But yeah, once we get to this tile, we can claim secret number 1, believe it or not. Which, yeah, that's 28 minutes in, although it's going to be less since I went of a detour to discover some knowledge about the Greek alphabet, you know. All right, now we're gonna get yet another secret, and the secret is directly over here. And what's actually interesting is that, yeah, just by dangling, you will actually trigger the secret. Now, if you go all the way to the right of this ledge, you can actually drop off and take no damage, because this tile is actually, or this part of the tile is actually lower. Meaning that if you drop, you're actually going to be at enough height to take damage when you fall off. And yeah, this secret has some shotgun shells, some Uzi clips, and a small med pack. Alright, let's kill this guy. And then behind, or between one of these pillars, not you, but I think it's the next one, there is a small med pack. No! Oh my god. Maybe it's in the other one. Yes, okay, I got it wrong. I got it right, but I also got it wrong. So, I'll take it. Oh, well, that's the wrong place. That's the wrong place to be, Lara Croft. Alright. As soon as we get in this place, we're going to use the magnums. Let's finally use them, because we got 2 gorillas, and these guys... Yeah, these guys are bad mamma jammas. And yeah, I just gotta say, I love how the magnums sound. They sound so badass. And there's another gorilla in here. And yeah, the reason we want to get rid of them quick is because these guys can knock us off and we're gonna die if we get knocked off. And yeah, as you can see, we are above that one room where we killed the Leons, the bats, the gorilla, and which is the area where we got the magnum clips and the med pack. So yeah, back at the beginning of the level. Or back at the beginning of the video, essentially. Alright, so now the way to go is where we have that large med pack, which, funny enough, it's not on the the Saturn version. Yeah, the Saturn version doesn't have this ledge with this med pack, and I don't know why. It's very interesting because in the original PC version is there, and it's also on the remastered version, but it's not on the Saturn version, so yeah, that is very, very odd. Alright, as soon as you get into this ledge, we're going to spawn some bats by just doing a side jump. We can get rid of them. And yeah, there's a gorilla we killed. And I hear a bat. I see a bat, and I kill the bat. Okay. Very, very nice. Alright, so now we move on to bigger and better areas, I guess. And as you can see, we got some breakaway tiles and a large med pack. So yeah, as you can see, we're now on the top of the room where we killed the 2 gators and got the first secret. And yeah, I'm just going to trigger this because it feels lonely. That one feels lonely. Alright, so let's drop. And I'm going to take my magnums because we now have to fight a Leon that depending his behavior can get to me very quickly. Actually, let's just use the pistols. Yeah, roar. Waste time, buddy. So yeah, as you can see, right here, we are back at the beginning of the level. So yeah, right below me is the kiddie pool that we entered from Coliseum. And yeah, we are now essentially going to... Essentially, we're now moving to the middle path that we saw when we entered the level. Now, as soon as we get into this room, we're actually going to spawn 2 gorillas. And you can actually deal some damage to them. Or kill them. Very quickly, nice. Very, very nice. And then we can just do a running jump and into this covey. Now, if you're going for time, you can't... If you're going for time, what you can do is you can also do the corner bug in this with one of these pillars. If I can showcase it. No, I'm a bit I'm not that angled. You gotta be at a perfect angle, but yeah, this one might take a bit because yeah, we don't have a clear angle, so to speak. Because yeah, we try to walk into the edge. Yeah, we're gonna go here. But yeah, basically the best way is to just go all the way to the left and then angle Lara so that we can go up here. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. So yeah, if you're going for time and you don't want to go through all that lever and pull and secret shenanigans, then yeah, you can just do a corner bug to essentially skip the longest path to get to a lead bar. Now in this pool right here, we got a gator, and I believe this is the last gator of the level. However, it's not the last enemy of the level. Oh no. Oh no, sir. We do have some more enemies. In fact, we have a bunch of gorillas and some leons to kill. And also some bats. But over here, we can get to the top of this building, and we can claim the 3rd and final lead bar. Now, another reason as to why I want to get this for last is because we are now at a point where we can actually go to transform these lead bars into gold bars. Which is awesome. Alright, so now we have 2 gorillas and we have 2 leons. Now I'm going to spook the gorillas away. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll onto this platform. Now, as long as you're in this platform, the leons cannot get to you. However, the gorillas can get to you. So you want to be careful with that. So yeah, we can just lure the leon. Now, you may also notice in some instances that Lara sometimes will target an enemy with one gun. And that's actually one thing you can do. You can actually, if you retarget with both guns, Lara will actually shoot at a different rate. So instead of being boom, 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 it will go ba-doom, 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 ba-doom. And funny enough, the ba-doom, ba-doom, ba-doom is actually faster, or it actually does damage faster than just doing the boom, 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 which is something a lot of people don't know. In fact, I've seen a lot of Tomb Raider level editor players where they just decide to do the ba-doom, ba-doom strategy, and I almost go like, why do they do that all the time? And, well, now you know, because you actually do damage faster that way. Which is awesome. Okay, so I don't know when the gorillas are going to spawn, so I'm just going to go. Oh, well, here comes one. But yeah, as soon as you get close to that large med pack, you will actually spawn, or you'll actually open this door. And that's actually another reason why I didn't win this door, because if you did damage to the enemies, they would just go into this room, and yeah, it would be kind of annoying to lure them out, even though it's not going to be that difficult, all things considered. Alright, now by pulling this lever, we open a door, which is on the left side to where we entered. So yeah, now we gotta go. Now we gotta go back to the beginning of the level, and we have to go to that one room, to the one direction we haven't gone to yet, which is to the left. And we're gonna enter what my dad used to call it a zoo. But yeah, as we run through this area, we're actually gonna spawn 3 gorillas. So I'm just gonna kill them very quickly with my my magnums. And look at all those dead monkeys. It's a sea of dead Harambes. Oh, man. God, when was Harambe? Was it, what, 2014? 2015? I don't remember. But yeah, in this little park area, or I forgot the name, but in this little, like, garden area, there we go, we have 2 more gorillas, and that is almost every enemy in the game. We have 1 more Leon, but he's at the end of the level. Okay, so before we continue, there is a lever behind this tree, and it's a secret lever. And it's a secret lever because, yeah, this secret will give us access to the final secret level. However, this secret also introduced probably one of the most obnoxious things in the entire Tomb Raider franchise. Ladies and gentlemen, the clang clang doors. Everyone's favorite hazard in Tomb Raider, said no one ever. So yeah, basically these clang clang doors, they'll go clang clang and they will gonna open. Now, as you may notice, there's actually a breakaway toggle with spikes, and yeah, we want to try not to do that. Now, the easiest way to get past these clang clang doors without, you know, getting chopped in half is you want to make a standing jump as soon as you hear the second clang, or as soon as the second clang ends. So there, just do a standing jump, and as you can see, we very easily make it to the other side. And in the secret, we can get some magnum clips, some shotgun shells, and a small med pack, I believe. Yes, I saw the med pack. Give me the med pack, Lara Croft. And I think that's it. Okay, yeah, that's it. So now we gotta go back, and we have to do the same thing we did last time. And yeah, also make sure you go into the middle, because yeah, that's gonna be you're not gonna be on the way when the door shuts. So as soon as you hear the second clang, do a standing jump. And I didn't trigger the breakaway. That's interesting. I always trigger it somehow. Oh well. Okay, so now here we have a ledge we can go into, and here we got a large med pack that will be awaiting for us. And, you know, we've been playing this level called Palace Midas, but I don't know. There's something about this level that doesn't give me, like, King Midas vibes, but maybe this will change it. Well, as you can see, we have a music, and, well, would you look at that? Here we have the statue of King Midas. Now, for those who don't know about your Greek mythology, King Midas is known for being this king that had this curse where anything he touched would turn into gold. And as you can see, as we put the lead bars, we can actually get some gold bars. Now, what's also pretty funny is you can also face the hand backwards, and you can just get the gold bar, which is pretty funny. Now, that being said, you know, King Midas, like I said, turns everything into gold. So, you know, we transform the lead bars into gold bars. But what happens when Lara steps on the hand? Well, I can tell you it's better than the PC version where Lara turns into cheese. But there we guys have it. Finally, my first death of the playthrough, of the marathon. Yeah, not an accidental death, but a intentional death. That is, and you know what? I could not have asked anything better. Now, as you can see, when you get a game over, we have restart level. We can also have load game. However, if we press restart level, you may think, okay, we're just going to go back to the beginning of the level. However, in this game, when you do that after you've used a save crystal, yeah, as you can see, we are back at where we last saved. So yeah, for some reason, when you press restart level, instead of restarting the level, you go back to the last point you saved. So yeah, it's pretty weird that it does that. Now that being said, if you want to reload from to the beginning, you just press load game and then go to Palace Midas. And you can also load current position, which is the last point you saved your game, for those who are wondering. But yeah, with that said, that's it for the Midas statue. And we also get this song again, which is pretty awesome because it's my favorite track in the game. And I'm just stuck on a tree. And there we go. That is Palace Midas, or that is the Midas statue. Kind of interesting that, the statue, based on the character where the level is, that the level is based on. Also, that door is open. That's weird. Is just hiding in a covey in a very specific part of the level, which a part of me prefers this over what they did with Anniversary, where they just put the statue like right in the middle. But that being said, like I mentioned, I'm not gonna get into the Anniversary comparisons until we get. I will talk about them when we get to Anniversary, which, like I said, is not gonna be for a long time. Okay, so we got one more room to go, and that is this room, which requires you to pull the first lever and the last lever. So let's go and pull some levers one more time, and let's finish this level. Okay, I thought I didn't get the, I thought I didn't have the gold bars, and I just left. That would have been embarrassing, all things considered, but alas, we got everything. Alright, we're going to take our magnums out because there's going to be a Leon, and this guy can be kind of dangerous because we're going to fight him head on, or very close to us. And look at him just raining down. Such a badass. And yeah, as you can see right here, we got 3 plus bar. And you may think, okay, it's lead, it's not gold, but yeah, no, you need gold. That's a wall, Lara Croft. Now, we are going to go over here because there are some shotgun shells that I always forget to pick up every time I play this level, or every time I do like a speed run of this level. There is also a save crystal, but we're literally at the end of the level, so there's no point in using it. So yeah, my first death being completely intentional. And you know what? The fact that was my first death, I'm honestly, I'm not mad that was my first death. So yeah, let's do some jumping acrobatics to get the gold bars into their respective slot. And by placing the last one, we open the door so we can end Palace Midas. And there we go, 38 minutes, even though the recording is at 45. But like I said, we're going to do a lot of cutting. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for watching this episode of the Tomb Raider Marathon. Next time we meet, we're going to be moving on to probably the most divisive level of the game, which is the Cistern, which is a level that I actually like. But until then, this is Jonathan Wolf, and I will see you all in the next video. Take it easy, everyone.